dudes, I'm Hilah, and today on Hilah Cooking, I'm real excited to be sharing a savory ham and cheese waffle recipe with you. These are so delicious, they're crunchy, they're savory. We're gonna top them with a herb compound butter and then a little runny fried egg on top of that. So let's get started because it's super easy. So the first thing, we're just gonna melt some butter. We need we need exactly half a cup. Since we need to be exact, I'm gonna estimate it. And I'm just gonna melt it in this little pot here. Of course, you could use a microwave, which normally I would do, but the inside of my microwave is like real dirty right now and I'm kind of embarrassed to show it to you. So we're gonna do it here on the stove, which is mostly clean. It's kind of over medium heat so it melts but doesn't burn. I'm gonna measure out my milk. I'm using 2%, but you could use whole milk. You could probably use skim, but a little bit of fat is good and it makes a lighter, fluffier, crispier waffle. So let's go for 2%. Kind of meet you in the middle there, dietary needs. So once it's melted, turn it off. I'm gonna add the milk and just let it sit here, and that milk's gonna cool the butter off so that we don't dump boiling hot butter into our flour. I don't know why that's bad, but anyway, we're just gonna leave that sit there and measure some flour. This is just all-purpose flour. I get that question a lot when I don't specify what kind of flour, because I think that in Europe and maybe like Australia, New Zealand, self-rising flour is really commonly used, and it's not so commonly used here in the US. So if you see a recipe, a US recipe that doesn't specify, I can guarantee you it's all-purpose flour, and all US recipes will specify if it's self-rising. So, all-purpose. Not a plug for King Arthur flour, although I do enjoy their flour products. Okay, I'm gonna add some sugar. This is just a teaspoon of sugar. I'm gonna add some salt. About a teaspoon. I don't know how much is in here. That's probably about right. And the neighbor's dog. I'm gonna kill it someday. Well, it looks like the doggy woke the baby up, but that's okay. Hey, what's up, dude? Say hello. Maybe he'll just hang out in the kitchen with me. Maybe the dog will shut the up. Maybe we'll be able to get through this mess with a minimal amount of excess noise. Let's give it a shot. Yay! There we go. Hey, now you can see me and your father. Okay, a packet of yeast, active dry. Make sure the date is good. And the little teaspoon, get all that out. Little teaspoon of sugar I put in there is not gonna make these sweet, it's just gonna feed the yeast. Feed the Yeast would be an awesome name for a metal band that writes songs about gynecological issues. Now we're gonna dump our milk and butter in here and get that whisked up. And with waffles, you don't really need to make sure that the lumps are out. In fact, you shouldn't. Just as soon as there's not a bunch of dry patches of flour, then you're good. There's still some lumps here, that's fine. I'm gonna add in 2 eggs. Uno, dos. I can count. And we'll get these whisked in. And as soon as the eggs are all incorporated and there's no more streaks of egg white or egg yolk, this looks perfect. I'm brilliant. We're gonna cover it and put it in the fridge for 12 hours up to like 36 hours. I'm using Glad Press and Seal. I'm just gonna start telling all the brand names that I'm using until somebody gives me a lot of money for it. I'm looking at you, whoever makes Glad Press and Seal. It's probably like some horrible company that is killing our planet. Yep, that's what it says on the box. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the fridge. Don't look in my fridge. Oh, look at this. I have one that I already made about 36 hours ago. What a coincidence. So now we need to add our fancy stuff. This is what it looks like. You can see it's all like risen. I've got about 3 ounces of ham. This is just like ham, lunch meat ham. You could use Canadian bacon if you wanted to, probably. Or even like crispy cooked bacon that you crumble up really fine. So you want to cut it up pretty small, like ham confetti, pork fetty. And I've got some chives here. If you don't want to use chives or can't find them, then you can use some green onions. And we just want about 2 tablespoons. And then of course I've got my shredded cheese, sharp cheddar I'm using, and I just bought it already shredded because I hate using cheese graters. All right, so I'm just gonna add in the ham, and then the chives, then the cheese. Then you just mix it on in there, guys, and your dough will deflate a little bit. That's fine and unavoidable, so just go with the flow like I am here, just embracing the chaos that my house has become with 2 dogs and a baby, and then plus the neighbor's dog that finally has shut up, knock on wood. Okay, so I've got a Belgian waffle iron here. If you don't have one of these, you can use a regular waffle iron. The Belgian one just has deeper pockets or grid. So I'm gonna scoop some of this in there. Try not to put so much that it's gonna overflow. And then close it, and most of them have a little light that tells you when it's done, but basically you just want to look for, it'll start to steam a lot, and then the steam will subside, and then you can open it, take a peek, see if it's brown enough. If it doesn't open easily, that means it's not cooked, so just don't force it. Whoa, shit, it's overflowing. Really overflowing. Don't do that. Don't make it overflow like I just did. So my waffle is done. Look at that, dude. It's crunchy. It smells like an awesome cheesy ham sandwich. I'm just gonna eat that one. Throw this in the oven to keep warm. And then, so yeah, you can top these with butter, and maple syrup is actually surprisingly delicious. I've got a compound butter here that I made yesterday that's scallions, green onions, whichever you call them, and lemon, which is delicious. You can top them with Hollandaise sauce, and then you can top it with like a runny fried egg. These are really pretty versatile. So I'm just gonna do this, and I'm just gonna take a chunk out. Oh man, look at it. It's like chock full of ham and cheese, and I'm stoked. Dude, that is so good. Oh my God, I'm not even kidding you. And if you wanted to make it vegetarian, leave out the ham, no biggie. Just make it chive and cheese. Chives and chives. Don't talk to me like that, you chive turkey. All right, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Hilah Cooking and check out hilahlcooking.com for all of these recipes and more. Catch you later, guys. Amazing. Are you still so tired? Does it woke you up? Cut to baby. We'll use the baby as the cat in our window. Can you juggle these, please? Can you juggle these lemons for me? That's not how you do it. Here, you have to like hold it. Yeah, oh, yeah, good. That's good. No, that's not. Yeah, here. Okay, let me show you. It's basically like this. Okay, are you watching? You're not watching, but I mean, you could probably do better than that. You left-handed? Yeah? All right. You're getting it. You'll get it. You'll get it.